Hey, good morning, everyone. Mark, your motivation dealer, back with you this morning on a Tuesday morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. All right, today, episode 276. Today, we're talking about, are you a true hunter? Are you a real hunter? We're going to bring up the topic that many of you have heard many times before, but we're going to look at it in a new light. We're going to talk about the lion and the gazelle. And, many times we've talked about the lion and gazelle, and a lot of other people have talked about it, and I've talked about it. But what I want to talk about today, as far as the lion and gazelle, is the gazelle wakes up in the morning, and if there's nothing chasing it, it doesn't run. It only runs due to fear. It runs to avoid being eaten. It runs when necessary. Now, the lion wakes up in the morning and is prepared to run and doesn't need any motivation to run. It sees a gazelle and it gets charged. It sees that gazelle and it gets energized. It sees that gazelle and it says, it's showtime. It's time to go. This is my time. This is what I was meant for. It's all about the hunt. It's all about the hunt, not about the gazelle. And it's not about the time put in to catch the gazelle. It's not about the process. It's about the prize. It's about getting that gazelle. And the true lion is energized and excited and ready to hunt. And the true lion doesn't need any external motivation to get it going in the morning. And it hunts because it wants to feed itself and it wants to feed its family. And it knows that pride, that group of lion and lionesses are not going to eat if it doesn't catch its prey. And so it's doing it for something outside of itself. It's doing it for its entire pride, for its entire community, for its family. And that's why a hunter truly hunts. And so, are you a hunter? Are you doing this for something other than yourself? Are you doing this simply because you're running in fear? Are you the gazelle running in fear? You're never going to get anywhere running in fear. And as soon as the thing that you're afraid of ceases, you stop running. For me, it's all about the hunt. For me, it's about creating something spectacular. For me, it's about creating a legacy. For me, it's about creating something more than what I am and leaving the world a better place than when I came to it. That's what it's about for me. So I don't need external motivation to work on my business. I don't need external motivation to make sure that my relationships are sound. I don't need external motivation to get up and exercise in the morning and eat right. I do those things because they're part of the hunt. They're part of the daily disciplines that I know that I need to do regardless of how I feel. And it's all part of the hunt. It's all about me becoming successful. It's all about me creating $1 billion business. I was going to say industry. It's all about creating $1 billion business. It's all about chasing success. It's all about doing what I know I was meant to do on this planet. And it's about the hunt. It's about going after it, and you don't go after it at 20%, at 30%, at 50%. You put in 120% every single day. So I want to give props. Many times I've said that these aren't my original thoughts. These are things that just inspired and motivated me in the morning listening. I got to give props out to Eric Thomas. This is his concept. Eric talked about why the gazelle runs in the morning and why the lion runs in the morning. So, definitely listen to Eric Thomas. Listen to him talk about the lion and gazelle. It's fantastic. And he's super charged and super excited and super excitable, more so than I am. But, I always like to share where these concepts come from. And most of the time, it's just something that inspired me in the morning that I want to share with everybody else. So do you want to be the lion or do you want to be the gazelle? And I don't just mean you want to be the one being eaten or the one eating. I mean, do you live for the hunt? People who live for the hunt don't worry about how many hours they've put in. They don't keep track. I've never kept track of how many hours I put into Rentec. I've never kept track of how many wins and losses. Because honestly, at this point, the losses way outweigh the wins. But that doesn't matter. It's all part of the hunt. It's all part of going after what it is that I want to create. It's all part of becoming great. It's all part of achieving success. It's all part of going where I need to go. And it all comes from here. It's all self-motivated. It's all from the inner fire that's burning inside of me. I don't need any external motivation to get me going in the morning. I know that it's part of the hunt, and the hunt is what I live for. Trust, and this is something also that Eric Thomas talks about. Trust the process, not just the prize, right? Trust the process. Learn to hunt. Learn to go after what it is you want, no matter how you feel, no matter how tired you are, no matter how sick you feel, no matter what's going on in your life. Push through it. Push through the pain. Get something for your pain, as he says all the time. So, the champions don't become champions when they hit that game-winning shot in Game 7 in the championship. They become champions at 4 a.m. in the dark, practicing in the gym. So you have to be willing to put in the work. You've got to be willing to put in the grind. You've got to be willing to hunt every single day, and not at 20, and not at 30%, and not at 40%, but at 120%. Every single day you've got to go after it. Every single day you've got to push forward. Every single day you've got to go after what it is that you want. And think about the people that need you. Think about the people you're doing this for. Think about the lives that you're going to change. Every day I remind myself there's someone in Africa, and usually Crispus jumps on here, and he may before this is all said and done, but I think about the people in Africa whose lives I'm going to change, who are going to get clean drinking water and don't have to travel 3 hours by foot and carry that water back.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
I think of all the clean energy I'm going to supply to Africa because the sun is readily and abundant. Readily and abundant? I don't know what the hell I was trying to say there. It is massively abundant and easy accessibility, right? So we're gonna increase the amount of energy in Africa and not continue to pollute the world, which is what usually happens, especially in the underdeveloped places. And we're gonna provide food where the climate is not amenable and the soil is not rich and they can't grow their own food. We're going to provide food in those places because of our technologies. So every day when I sit and I struggle and I wonder how am I going to make Rentec the billion-dollar company that it is going to be, every day I say to myself, there's a woman in Africa that needs my help. There's a company in Africa that needs my help. There's companies in this country that need my help. There's people in this country that need my help. My family needs my help. The people I work with need my help. All of these things, I cannot let them down. I have to chase after it with everything I've got. So, remember, be a true hunter. Be a true hunter and go after what it is, and go after it until you actually get the prize, till you actually get the gazelle. It doesn't matter whether it takes 1 hour, 5 hours, 10 hours, or 3 days. You keep hunting until you get that gazelle. I will keep hunting until Rentec is a billion-dollar company. I will keep hunting for the things that work and push through the things that don't. I will keep hunting and finding the right network connections. I will keep hunting and find the resources that I need to grow the company and to improve the world and, create those charitable contributions that I'm super excited to put forth and, help people out with. But my company has to be a success to do that. So I'm going to keep hunting. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep chasing the gazelle for as long as it takes. And never count the cost. You can't count the cost, because if you count the cost, you can decide the cost is too great and you can quit. And never count the cost. I just continue to pay the price. Whatever that price is, no matter how much you know, no matter how much hard work, no matter how much money, no matter how many relationships, no matter how many busted deals, no matter how hard I have to work, I will keep chasing the gazelle. I will keep the hunt alive, because I live for the hunt. I live to make Rentec into the company that I know it was meant to be. So, go out, hunt like your life depends on it. Hunt like you were never going to eat another day in your life if you didn't catch the gazelle. Go after what it is that you want at 120% and make it happen. So I appreciate you. I believe in you. I believe that you can catch that gazelle. I believe that I can help you to achieve that inner fire, that burning passion that's going to get you excited to hunt every single day. And I appreciate you watching. Like, share, and comment as always. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.